Hi there, and welcome to Emboldened Kids. On today's episode, water baptism. There's no way I'm getting into that pool, mister. Why on earth would anyone want to get into that pool anyway? Hey, why are those people so happy to get into that pool? If I'm gonna go swimming, this is what the pool's gonna look like. This pool doesn't even have a diving board. What good is it anyway? Wait a minute. I think I remember my pastor explaining this. It's a baptismal pool, that's right. He was explaining it to us on Sunday. When you get dunked under, it represents Jesus going to hell and taking the keys of death and the grave. That's right, kids. So we won't have to die. Well, our earth suit'll die, but our spirit and our soul will go on to live forever. Let me get out my Bible and I'll explain it to you. Revelation 1 verse 18. I am the living one. I died, but look, I am alive forever and ever, and I hold the keys of death and the grave. Well, no wonder everyone's so excited about the baptismal pool. When you get raised up from the water, you're celebrating life with Jesus. Well, who wouldn't be excited about that, right, kids? Let's go to another verse. Go over to Romans 6, verse 4. For we died and were buried with Christ by baptism. And just as Christ was raised from the dead by the glorious power of the Father, now we also may live new lives. You see this guy? He had a chance to turn it all around. He decided to be a bad guy. No one was born to be a bad guy. He shouldn't be running away from Jesus. He's supposed to be running to Jesus. Why? Because Jesus died for us to give us new life. Let's go over to Galatians 3, verse 27. For all of you who were baptized into Christ, into a spiritual union with the Christ, the Anointed, have clothed yourselves with Christ. That is, you have taken on his characteristics and values. This guy could have been anything. He could have been a chef. He could have been a firefighter. Probably a police officer since he likes to play with guns so much. Oh, I tell ya, this is making me really like the baptismal pool. Sign me up, Missy. I'm all about celebrating life with Jesus. Let's go over what we learned today, kids. Number 1, Jesus Christ died, went to hell, and took the keys of death and the grave, so we could live forever with him when our physical body dies. Number 2, water baptism is for those who live a repented life, meaning they're ready to turn from a life without Jesus and live a new life with him. Number 3, when we get dunked under water, it represents our old life dying with Christ. When we get raised up from the water, it represents our new life in Christ Jesus. Don't forget to thumbs up, kids, and subscribe. This is a great place to learn about God and the Bible.